Iran has said diplomacy must continue even during wartime but warned that negotiations should never project weakness, as Tehran also announced progress on an understanding with Oman regarding the Strait of Hormuz while the United States unveiled fresh sanctions targeting Iranian financial networks. In an interview with Iran's state news agency IRNA, Deputy Foreign Minister Kazem Garibabadi said history shows that most wars are ultimately resolved through diplomacy and negotiations. He stressed that keeping diplomatic channels open during conflict remains necessary. However, Garibabadi argued that wartime diplomacy requires a different approach from peacetime diplomacy. He said diplomatic language during war cannot be as mild as it is under normal circumstances and warned that what he described as unnecessary flexibility only emboldens an adversary. Referring to Iran's previous negotiations with the United States and Western countries, he claimed Tehran's experience had shown that whenever it demonstrated greater flexibility, the demands placed on Iran increased rather than decreased. The deputy foreign minister also emphasized that diplomacy and military operations must remain fully coordinated, saying this coordination had never been stronger. Meanwhile, Hassan Ghashgavi, spokesperson for the Iranian parliament's National Security Commission, announced that Iran and Oman had agreed on the general framework of an understanding concerning the Strait of Hormuz. According to IRNA, he said the final text and further details would be announced later, while noting that the final decision must still be approved by higher authorities. At the same time, Washington imposed a new package of sanctions targeting companies, exchange houses, and financial facilitators that U.S. officials say helped Iran secretly move hundreds of millions of dollars through the international financial system. U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent said purchases of Iranian oil by so-called teapot refineries provide a major economic lifeline for Tehran. Separately, the State Department said the sanctions are intended to cut what it described as the financial lifeline sustaining Iran's ruling elite, alleging the networks used front companies to access oil revenue and evade existing sanctions. The latest developments underscore continuing diplomatic and economic tensions between Tehran and Washington amid an already fragile regional security environment.